Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Thanks so much for coming and joining us again today. We're up to another day of our Valentine's challenge, I guess you could call it. I'm not sure what day. I've given up trying to work out which day we're at. We'll just keep going until we get to the 14th. So today we're going to do something a little bit different. I've been looking around on Pinterest for different ideas that we can do, and I found this idea which was a family, but it was done with logs that like wood about that big, you know, squared off, with beads for a head. And I thought, well, you know what, there's got to be a cheaper way of doing it and getting similar effects. So what I've done is I've found some cardboard tubes and some styrofoam balls, and I'm hoping that once I do this I'm going to have a very similar effect to what I've seen. So let's see if we can try and do that. The problem is working out what to do for the family. Now, at the moment, obviously we have Andy and myself and Lucy, so I need to cut this one down so it's shorter. And now my dad's moved in, of course we have to have him. He's part of our family, he lives in our home. So we've got Dad. So we've just got to try and shave this one down, thinking maybe here. There might be a good spot. Yep, and we're just going to try and cut it off. Cut it off without bending the tube. Now that's going to be the key, because I don't want to take away from the roundness of the tubes. Otherwise one's going to look really weird next to the other ones. So let's see how we go. So we'll pop myself, Andy and my dad over to the side. Okay, so let's measure. Let's see how much we want it. I'm thinking 9 centimeters would be a good height, so let's just mark that off. Alright, it's not perfect, but it gives me a guide to cut. Let's see if using this will make a difference. It didn't go as straight as I'd like, so we need to get the scissors to clean that up. Alright, so let's just pop this stuff away, because we obviously don't need that anymore. Pop the knife up and find some scissors. Okay, well, it didn't bend, so that's a really good sign. So that's not too bad, it looks pretty clean. So we have now got Andy, Lucy, myself and my dad. And then if we get our balls, they will sit on for our heads. I'm thinking, might need to put Lucy on the side. This is where we're going to have the issue of obviously not having the square. Okay, you see that? Our family. So now it's time to paint. So we'll start with the bodies and then I'll work on the heads a bit later. So this paint was used on the garden ornaments out the front, and hopefully it's going to give me a nice colour for my heads. Just going to pop that over there, put the lid on that one. Okay. So, here are my heads. One head. So while the tubes and the heads are drying, there they are there, and there. They're all drying. I'm going to start working on the heart that I want to put around them. I'm going to put some, what do you call it, some string, jute, whatever you want to call it, around their bodies to join them together. And I'm going to put a heart there. So I'm just going to work on that, trying to find ways of using what I've got rather than going and purchasing something new. So let's see how we go. So I've got some cardboard hearts, red heart. Oh, sorry. I'm just going to stick that in the middle. Okay. Actually, I was thinking of putting some of these on, but I honestly don't think I need it. I think if I put too much more on, it might just be too much. Okay, so we've got our bits dry. We've got our tubes, we've got our heads, we've got our glue gun ready, and it's time to put everything together. Okay, so we've got the glue gun on. Let's see if it's hot enough. Yep, looks pretty good. Alright, so the first step we're going to have to do is put our heads on. So, what I might do is actually I'm going to glue around the tops. And then that should give us a good seal for our heads. Okay, so now the goal is, how do we set these up? Do we go Mum, Dad, Lucy? Oh, Mum, Dad, Lucy, Poppy, I think. I was thinking I wanted to use them before. I might use these for that. Oops. So I'm not sure how much I need, so let's just go around. Scissors. Chop off there. On. And I think the rest of this bit will be enough for you. Let's just go. Come on. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And somehow we need to glue this. So let's just start with 2 at a time. And what I might do is put So I put a dot on here where the glue's going to go. Ah, just knocked everybody flying. Sorry. Okay, let's let them sit before we add Lucy to the collection. We got my family together. It's looking pretty cute. Except we've got a big hole in Andy's head, but no matter. Now it's time to work with the string. So my goal is for the string to just tie it around. So I'm going to put some glue on the back, which is going to be for the first bit. I'll get that to stick. Okay. So I might work from this direction, which means I can hold these bits, and I'm just going to wind
One thing I did after I finished recording that I didn't video was I actually cut up little squares of cardboard and put them between the tubes underneath the jute so you couldn't see them, but it kept the tubes apart a little bit, which really helped in the look and for them standing up straight as well.
But I want it sitting on the thing too, so around it goes. Yep. Ties it's all together. Okay, I'm going to cut that off. Let's glue that. Where are we going to go? We'll glue it on the back of Lucy. Alright, hold that. Okay, so we've got that. And we've got our beautiful heart, which we're going to put some glue on, which we're going to put right about.
I actually painted some little hearts on their chests after I finished filming too, just to finish it off. I just felt like it was missing something.
Okay, that's it for tonight. I hope you like my little family. It might not be as luxurious as the wooden ones, but I'm quite happy with it, and it's a lot cheaper, a lot less fiddly, no cutting, no sawing, no sanding, and it comes together quite well. Looking at it now, maybe another coat on this pink one that I'm holding in my hand, but to be honest, I'm still happy with it. I'm still happy how it's turned out, and maybe you guys can give it a try yourselves. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for joining us again tonight. And we'll see you next time for another activity. See you later. Bye.